Morning, dear students. Now you are welcome to our Rainbow YouTube platform channel. Okay, best of luck. Now, today we are discussing about the next chapter of the series of our biology book, and this chapter is more important because this chapter is carries some questions related to the diagrams representations. Okay, and so dear students, this chapter is number 2 and the title of this chapter is structure and the development of male and female gametophyte. Clear? And this chapter carries the weightage marks of this chapter in our RGC exams 2. Means after the 1 year and after the alternate form, in the form of alternation, there are the two number of questions. There are the two questions, one question are already asked from this chapter, which carries 2 marks. Okay, so that is very important chapter. So now, dear students, now we will be talking about in this chapter. We will discuss in this chapter how the what are the reproductive structures of a angiospermic plant, means a flower, and and afterwards we will discuss about the special structures which are found inside the TS of anther and gynoecium, and we will discuss about each topic related to this chapter. Clear? So now today I am discussing about again structure and development of male and female gametophyte. So this chapter will start from there. Structure. Now, as you know that in angiosperms, all the angiosperms, okay, are start their flowering, ठीक है, flowering, and flowering is the indication of their reproductive phase. This is the indication of the reproductive phase of any plant. Clear? All the angiosperms plants are start there in a particular time flowering are starting, and after the flowering starting inside the angiosperms, we assume that after some time there will be more fruits and seeds will develop on that plant. Clear? So we can say what are the events are operated inside the plant after the flowering. So we will consider that if the flower will be start their flowering, now we will assume that fruit will be prepared. Okay, so the flowering is the indication of the reproductive phase of any flower of any plants. So now the structure and what are the structures are found in flower, which correlate with their reproductive phase of the plants. Okay, so now I'm discussing about the structure of a typical flower. Structure of a typical angiospermic flower. Angiospermic flower. Clear, dear student? Now each of the angiospermic plant's flower is made up of by some special halls. Now, dear students, okay, dear students, This is the structure of a flower. Okay. Okay. Now, dear students, on the board I have already made the diagrams here. So, in each typical flower of angiospermic plant, there are some structures are found generally. Now, the first structure, a stalk-like structure by which of any plant is connected to any stem and the branch of the plant. That stalk-like structure of a flower is called pedicel. Clear? Pedicel is a stalk-like structure present in any flower, which makes the attachment of the flower to their relative branches of the plant and to relative their stems of the plant. So pedicel is a stalk-like structure which makes the attachment of the flower to the plant. Okay. Next, when we look out after the pedicel goes to above and then becomes swollen and becomes broaded, and after the broaded it makes a basal part of the flower is called thalamus. And thalamus acts as a basal base of the flower. It acts as a base of flower. Clear? Base of a flower. Thalamus is a base of flower of each flower, because on the surface of the thalamus all the floral structures, all the floral parts are arranged on the thalamus. So thalamus like as a base of a flower. Clear? After the base of a flower of the thalamus, now the first hole is a leaflet-like structure are photosynthetically active, that they have the particular photosynthetic pigment by which they can easily start their photosynthesis and make their food. So the first hole of any flower is which is a leaflet-like structure and a small leaf-like structure. These structures are called as calyx. Clear? And the second structure of the plant and the second hole of the plant, which is more attractable due to their various colors. Some of the flower has yellow, purple, violet, and green, and red, pink, white, okay, and violet. Different types of color are found in the flower. By which this is the second hole of the flower is called corolla. It's called corolla. Okay, the second hole of the plant is called corolla. So corolla are attractive hole of the flower, attractive part attractive part for the insects. Clear? For the insect to pollination. So dear student, the second hole of any flower is called corolla, and corolla are leaflet-like structure and more soft structure, and each of the member of the corolla is called petal. Okay, and these petal have various color, yellow, purple, violet, and they have some scent in their leaves. So by which the insect are attract towards the flower and then transfer their pollen grains from one flower to another flower. So dear student, this is known as second hole of the flower is called corolla. Okay, and now the third hole of any flower is called androecium. Now the third hole of any flower is called androecium, and androecium is also the cycle of third in a flower, but the single member of androecium is called stamen. is called stamen. And the androecium behaves in the flower as male sex organ. Male sex organs. Clear? So androecium are the third hole of any flower, which is known as male sex organs, and each member of the androecium is called stamen. Okay, and we will discuss in next structure about the stamen androecium. And now the fourth hole of any plant is called, dear student, is called gynoecium. It's called gynoecium. Gynoecium, and gynoecium is also the fourth hole of any flower, but the single member of the gynoecium is called carpel. It's called carpel or pistil. Carpel or pistil. Okay, बच्चे? And now this student, gynoecium behaves as a female sex organ. Female sex organs are called gynoecium. Clear? And in each gynoecium it has some special part. The front part of any gynoecium, yeah, the apex part, the apex of each gynoecium is called stigma. It's called stigma, and the stigma provide the base for pollen grain. Clear? And a tube-like structure which towards to the downside is called style. And after some time this style undergoes to the downside and becomes swollen and make a egg-like structure which is known as ovary, which is called ovary. So stigma, style, and ovary are the part of gynoecium, dear student. And in each ovary there are some egg-like structures are generally found. Okay, these egg-like structures are known as ovule. These ovule or megasporangium. Clear, bachche? So this is the structure of a typical flower of angiospermic plants. It has. Now we have discussed about there are the total four holes are present in its flower, in which these holes are divided into the two basic parts. First, calyx and corolla are the holes of any flower, which are called accessory holes, which are known as accessory holes. Accessory cycles and accessory holes, because if the calyx and corolla are not important holes of any flower, but they helpful to make the particular, to make a special geometry and special symmetry and special structure and special arrangement orientation of any flower. So they are helpful to make the special arrangement, special geometry of any flower. So these are called the accessory holes. But the third and fourth hole, which are known as respectively androecium and gynoecium, are called important holes. Yeah, are called essential holes. Essential walls are known as essential walls. Why do we say essential walls? Because male and female reproductive organs like androecium and gynoecium are the essential holes of any flower, because in the absence of these organs, the flower cannot fertile, the flower cannot prepare their fruit and seeds. So these are known as essential holes. So on the basis of the androecium and the gynoecium, flowers are of two types. On the basis of the essential hole, flowers are of two types. Clear now? You can clear flowers are of two types. One is called unisexual, one is called unisexual flower, and second is called bisexual flower. Dear student, bisexual flower. Now you can give the answer. Unisexual and bisexual means the flower in which one of the reproductive organs are present are known as unisexual, means they have only single sex organ. They have only single sex organ. The flower which possess with the single sex organ means androecium will present, that is called male flower. If the gynoecium will present, is called female flower, in which there are the two both of the sex organs are not exist in same flower. So that type of flower are called unisexual flower. Like for example papaya. Okay, for example papaya, for example in the member of cucurbitaceae. Okay, so these are the plant, yeah, these are the flower of the plant where the both of the sex organs are not present in a same flower, they are present in different plants of the flower. So these are called unisexual. But bisexual means both of the sex organs, both of the sex organs, okay, both of the sex organs are present in same flower, okay, means androecium and like this flower, androecium are present and gynoecium are also there, so both of the sex organs are present in same flower. So these type of flower are known as bisexual flower. For example, you know gram, okay, and pea, okay, and mustard, these are the example, and goodile, these are the example of the flower where the both of the sex organs are present. And if the both of the sex organs are not present in any flower, that flower is called sterile flower, where it does not have the capability to prepare their fruit and seeds. Clear? So this is the basic idea about the a typical flower of angiosperms. Clear, dear student? Now I am going to the next topic of this chapter is, now we will discuss about each reproductive organs of male and female. So now the next topic, male reproductive organs.